Hello guys, today we will hear and see the story of a great saint of Maharashtra who gave a new life to the Bhakti movement. We are talking about Saint Tukaram ji, who was born in a simple family. Tukaram ji's father name was Bolobha and his mother's name was Kanabai. Both of them were residents of Dehu, a village near the Pune, Maharashtra, and they used to go to Pandharpur pilgrimage every day to get blessing of a child. One day, Bolova said to his wife, Kanna, that God has given us everything. How happily we are living life. It is all His blessings. Kanna says, You are right, Swami, but the lack of not having children still haunts us. Explaining to his wife, Bolova says, Be patient, Kanna. God will definitely listen to our prayers. Kanna says on this that you are right, but I can't wait any longer. The same night, Bolova's prayers were answered, and the Trinity Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva appeared in his dream and blessed him with a son. Waking up in the morning when Bolova told this to Kanna, she was also very happy, and in a few months, three sons were born in their house. One was named Savaji, who was considered to be the blessing of Shiva. The other was named Tukaram, who was named after Lord Vishnu, and the third one was named Kanoba, who was considered to be the blessing of Brahma. With time, the children grew up. Bolova and Kannabai had high hopes from them. But Savaji wanted to become an ascetic, and after that Tukaram manages the shop with his father Boloba, who has become old. Tukaram gradually masters the business, and then he is married to Rakhmabai. They have a child named Mahadev. But after some time, Rakhmabai gets a terrible disease and she takes to the bed. Kannabai and Boloba worry about their son and daughter-in-law and think of getting Tukaram married again so that a new member can take care of both of them. Thinking so, Tukaram is married to Avlibai, the daughter of a wealthy Mahajan of Pune. Tukaram was a good husband who took full care of both his wives. Both his wives used to live like a sister and friend. Avlibai used to take good care of both Rakhmabai and Mahadev. But Tukaram's happiness did not last long, and when he turned 18, his parents died. In this sorrow, he started remembering his god Vithoba, and slowly his mind started moving away from the work business which many people took advantage. Soon his family went under the burden of debt due to the non-functioning of the business. Tukaram's companions began to explain to him that religion has its place, but to run the house one has to do business. But Tukaram had full faith in his Lord Vithoba and believed that his God would take care of him. Some of Tukaram's companions took him to the big market in connection with the business, from where he took grain and went back to his home. But on the way, when Tukaram sat down to meditate in a forest for his evening worship, the rest of his companions left him and ran away. Then heavy rain and wind started blowing, and out of fear, Tukaram started remembering his Lord Vithoba. Then out of nowhere, a divine man appeared in front of him. But due to the darkness, it was not possible to see him completely. He helped Tukaram to come out of the forest, and when he came out of the forest, he saw that divine man, who was none other than their god Vithoba. But before Tukaram could say anything, he disappeared. After this incident, Tukaram became even more engrossed in his devotion to Vithoba. Lack of rain, there was a famine in the village, due to which many people died. Meanwhile, Rakhmabai and Mahadev also passed away. Accepting all this as God's will, Tukaram and Avlibai started living their life. The next year, there was good rain, which resulted in good farming. Seeing this, Avlibai asked her husband, Tukaram, to work in the fields, reminding him of the duty of being a husband. But Tukaram there also got engrossed in his God, and the birds caused a lot of damage to the field during this time, due to which the farmer got angry with Tukaram and asked him to compensate for the loss. And in this way, Tukaram had some leftovers, which he wanted to give it to the birds also, which Avlibai started protesting. During this difference, when the paddy was measured, it was many times more than the estimate, which Tukaram considered as a miracle and blessing of his Lord. Avlibai wanted to lead a happy, prosperous, and comfortable life by selling this excess paddy. But Tukaram did not agree to this and wanted to invest the excess paddy profit in the temple of Vithoba. Avlibai became very angry with this and started abusing Lord Vithoba, but within no time she calmed down and remembered the duty of being a wife. How she vowed to support her husband for the rest of his life. Thinking this, she asked her father for a loan of 200 rupees so that her husband could resume his business. A few days later, when Avli Bai received the money from her father, she handed over the money to Tukaram and asked him to resume his business. But when he was going towards the market, after taking the money, on the way, he saw a quarrel and a fight in which some people were demanding their money back from a poor Brahmin. To protect the Brahmin, Tukaram gives him his money, for which the Brahmin becomes grateful to him. But Tukaram tells him to be thankful to Lord Vitthal, who has sent me to help you. When the news of this incident comes to Avlibai, she gets shocked and starts crying. When the villagers comes after hearing her voice, she tells them everything. The villagers make fun of Tukaramji by calling him mad and insult him. Disturbed by such behavior of the people, he goes to the mountain near his village and meditates on his Lord Vithoba. When his younger brother Kanova comes to meet him, Avlibai tells him everything. Hearing all this, Kanova vows to bring his brother back home. After much searching, he finds Tukaram and asks him to return home. Tukaram walks with him towards home. Kanova, with his intelligence, restores Tukaram's business and gives a part of his profit to Tukaram. But now Tukaram Ji was not interested in this illusion. He throws that money in the river. Tukaram again goes to the mountains and gets engrossed in the meditation of his Lord, and there he sees Lord Vithoba and he asks him to propagate this devotion. Inspired by this, Tukaram decides to compose devotional songs. On the other hand, Avli Bai regrets her actions and decides to go to her husband. After searching a lot, she finds Tukaram and she accepts her mistake and decides to bring food for him every day. One day, while bringing food, a thorn pricks her foot, but she still goes to Tukaram with food to fulfill her wifely duty. Tukaram decides to return home after seeing his wife in such distress. Even after returning home, he used to compose his songs and sing them in temples in the form of kirtans. Not taking interest in worldly matters, gradually his popularity went on increasing. Mambaji, who was a preacher, became jealous of Tukaram and started looking for an opportunity to trouble him. One day, Tukaram's cows entered Mambaji's field. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Mambaji attacked Tukaram with a stick along with the cows. But Tukaram did not retaliate due to his saintly nature. Like Mambaji, a staunch Hindu Pandit named Rameshwar Bhatt told Tukaram that you belong to a small caste, so you have no right to interpret religion and worship God. Saying this, he asked Tukaram to throw his creations in the Indrani river. Under pressure, Tukaram obeyed him and threw his creations in the river. Saddened by this incident, he started fasting and meditating on the banks of the river. 12 days later, a goddess appeared from the river and returned Tukaram his creations. Hearing this, Rameshwar Bhatt fell at the feet of Tukaram and started apologizing and became a devotee of Tukaram. After this incident, Tukaramji's popularity increased even more. Impressed by the popularity of Tukaram, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj also expressed his desire to listen to his song. It was organized. Shivaji's enemies found this a good opportunity where they could eliminate Shivaji because Shivaji went there alone without any security. But Shivaji somehow escaped from there. Shivaji thanked God for this and then he went to Tukaramji to listen to his complete kirtan. For many years, Tukaram propagated bhakti through his writings. Then one day, Tukaram took leave of his wife Avli Bai and said that he is now leaving this world and going to Vaikunt, God's home. After this, Tukaram sacrificed his body in Indrani river and Lord Vishnu himself came to take his soul. If you like this story, then do like, share and subscribe us so that we get the courage to bring more such videos to you. Thank you.